On this episode of DIY Roof Repair, we're gonna do a quick 2 shingle repair right here, unlike the big repair up there. So shameless plug, if you like this kind of content, there's a very long form repair of what I just did up here. But in this one, it's gonna be a short, direct to the point how-to. Prep this by removing the nails, get it split apart, get it ready to put the new shingles in, seal it off, and we'll be out of here. I'm hoping like maybe 10 to 15 minutes. We're gonna get into it. All right, so we're gonna switch between cameras back and forth. I have audio on there with the wireless deck hat because it is windy out today. And then hopefully the close-up detail, we're gonna use this camera up here. These are the new DJI Osmo Nanos. All right, so here we go. We got this shingle replaced. That's one, that's two. We gotta get this headlamp out. We're gonna need to split this row here and address that little pop nail right there. Somebody had done some repairs, and I really hope this isn't gonna be a pain because they sealed under this. And they probably did. It's gonna be a nightmare. Never just wants to go smooth. There we go, release. They probably gooped it up. All right, so I gotta get any nail that's above this tab right here out. That's what our goal is right now. We're gonna try to get under here and look and see. There's one right here, try not to tear that. Sometimes you get under everything. Let me lay this down. Maybe you can see a little better here while I'm doing this, like this. So get under the headlamp piece, get that nail started, worked up, then you can push down on this and get your flat bar on it and get that worked out. I had done a repair up higher. I did not do these few right here. Somebody relied heavily on caulking. Take the scrap pieces of shingle out, take the nails out that are raised up. You can pound them down, not a big deal. I like to remove them. Those will be okay. The repair up above I did, a lot of that was contributed to. The repair was needed because somebody did a bad install. Like this right here. If you look, you don't want nails in that area. You also don't want nails high like that. It's just, it was all around a bad repair they had done. All right, so let's get back into this. We got that nail out. There's a nail right there. I'm hoping that you can see this. Try to tilt that down and hopefully hold my phone, or not the phone, the camera. There we go. Now, hopefully got a good view of that right there. There you go. Maybe you can see it in there. So I got under everything to get that raised up, push the shingles down, then get under it and pop that out. And it's probably gonna have another on the gable edge, which there is right under my finger up here. So we're gonna get under the shingle here. And I'm not able to see. This is in the way of me. And it's starting to tear that son of a bitch. Just pop it out of there. There we go. I'm gonna cut this little piece of ice and water here. What I like to call a bib. Grab 2 shingles and get ready to put it back. Because this nail is in an area I don't like, we're gonna pop that. We're actually gonna put a piece of ice and water under there. Up under those 2 holes and down over the nail hole that's here, then reshoot that off. I'll probably add some sealer under there as well. I'm cutting this one just simply because this one is going to be in the double laminate and I don't want to cut that. I can cut right here. I like to just do my best to keep it as straight as possible and score it and then snap it. So that'll work on this one. This now, sometimes you can use your factory edge here and cut a single laminate here. It's also not hanging off super far. As far as nail placement, you want to keep it in your line, the common bond. I showed it in the other long video, right in this where the actual sawtooth and the laminate shim are, especially if you're on a steep pitch roof. You also want to make sure it's near the edge, not high, not far in, and then not near keyways. Cut your edge here. Be where you don't slice open your fingers, your knuckles, and your nails on nails, trim nails hanging out of your fascia metal here like that. Hopefully you can see that right there. And then hopefully this will go up in under where that damage is there. I may have to address that. That's gonna suck. Maybe I can get into it right here. There we go. It's because they put so much caulking under there. Now I can get to that nail now. I think we're gonna luck out with that headlap under there. Trying to get that nail head that's there that broke. There we go, got it. So even though this is compromised right here, we can shove a piece of ice and water and seal it. The caulking and the shingle and the headlap under there is fine. As long as that nail hole wasn't there, you could pour water through this and it wouldn't cause a problem on that right there. I'm hoping I got that on camera. So let me show you again now that I got my phone in my hand, or camera in hand, the hole here and that sealer underneath. Other than that hole there, everything is fine. Let's get this put in. Let's see here. I got ice and water under there. We'll seal that. There's no nail under this side. And then ice and water this right here. Got to go up past the common bond right there, which it's going up under far enough. We can trim that off. That nail got mashed, so we're gonna have to get that addressed. It must have hit one under it and bent over. Got it. We'll seal that. Now we got to nail this off. They sealed the shit out of that. And sealer. So the last, but definitely not the least important, this is never going to seal. Strong winds just ripping on this. By the way, somebody showed me something the other day. A shingle test I want to do and show. They had various brands of shingles. We're just going to cut a piece here so I can show you relatively easy. They had Certainteed, GAF, Tamco, Duration. So to be clear, it was GAF HDZ, their mid-grade. It was Owens Corning Duration mid-grade, Tamco Titan mid-grade, and Certainteed Landmark Pro mid-grade. So those four I tested yesterday with a guy. Literally only testing the ability of the shingle to stay on the roof if it has not sealed due to cold weather installations, right? And the nails holding on to the roof. Even if it held this on, the problem was when he did this a few times, it literally tore the shingle right apart. he held it right in that common bond right there, so that was a bad show on my part, but it literally would split right there. How many times have you gone on a roof and you've seen it literally right here where that common bond is right there, and it tears in that weakest point of shingle? Meanwhile, that's all nailed down still, but this snaps off. So I have never seen a test done like that, but again, yes, in a perfect world, you install it, it nails down, it seals down, it's a great roof. I've seen a lot of roofs don't have performance nail strips go down, and they haven't blown out. Maybe it was put on in the middle of summer. Unlike some roofs I've seen going on right now in the end of December or first part of January with 30-mile-an-hour winds and it's below zero. Point being, some of the other ones with those performance nail cloths held up much better with keeping the nails into the shingle, but the cloth didn't go down far enough and actually the shingle blew off. I thought it was pretty interesting in a test, so I plan on doing that in an upcoming video. Now back to where we were, now a little rant there. Seal this off, just put a couple dabs under it. Doesn't take much. Even though it's a bottom seal shingle, it will seal down when it gets adequate sun and heat, which is not gonna happen right now. And right here, I'm not putting a bridge across it, I'm just putting a dab under it. Broke the seal here, so we're gonna add a little bit here. And right here. Where that nail was that kind of got bent, I want to seal that hole it made. If you snapped a laminate like this, just put a dab under it, it'll reseal. And then we got to address this right here. Because everything under it is fine, I'm literally going to seal the nail head I put in and the hole there that the ice and water is under, and then squirt some where that tear is, and hopefully it'll ooze out. I don't know who did that repair, but looks like I gooped up a lot through here, and I don't want to get into one because it's going to tear another, which is going to tear the next, and so on. So do that. Work that back up under that tear right there. Squish it down. And now to see what's going on with this nail that somebody did. I can actually get under it all right. So, find my cat's claw here. It's down there a long ways. Normally what I try to do is get that on there and strike this, but it's up there. I can try to do it and show you what I'm talking about. I don't want to damage the shingle, but if you put your cat claw, try to get you where you can see this a little better here. The cat's claw is arranged so it's just on that nail that's raised up, but I'm not affecting the shingle, and strike that down. You can get in there and get that nail driven in like that right there. I'm gonna do a combination of things on this. You can flat bar this out and get into somebody's goopity goo here. And yes, I'm putting a couple dabs here to hold this down because I'm doing it in the middle of winter. You could straight up caulk it. My knife is starting to get dull. What I'm gonna do though is shove this up as far as I can get it, which is gonna be at about there. Cut that just a little short. I'm gonna add a little tar, or not tar, but silicone, GEOCEL 4500. So that would take care of it, and then we're also gonna reinforce it with this here as well, just to go the extra mile. Then reseal this one down. A little under, a little over, under and over. You gotta watch your eyes on windy days like this. All right, where are we at time-wise? 16 minutes, probably a little time to have the camera turned on and sync the audio. So I think we did in about that 15-minute mark. If you're new to the channel, my name is Brian with Grand Roofing. I share what I know here with you guys that are trying to learn better, sharpen your skills. And I still got stuff to learn too, so I'm not saying I'm perfect, but a lot of the stuff I've seen has not been good advice. So hopefully you've learned something on this. Give it a quick thumbs up, comment down below, let me know where you're watching from, and as always, until next time, be safe. Watch the other long video if you want to see it, and we'll see you on the next one.